We take a look at the Corona Tale of the Tape. Undefeated Miguel Flores taking on Alfred Tetteh. Flores is younger. He's got the advantage in the height, the reach, and let's see if he makes Tetteh feel all 37 of those years this evening. Both fighters are in the ring. Let's get the official introduction. Here's Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Austin Music Hall here in Austin, Texas. Live on FS1, this is Premier Boxing Champions. The action begins with 10 rounds in the featherweight division. The three judges ringside are Perry Hillen, Richard Lord, and Anthony Townsend. And the referee in charge, when the bell sounds, Gregorio Alvarez. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black with the silver trim. His professional record, 19 wins, 15 of those coming by way of knockout against 4 losses and 1 draw. Fighting out of Bukamagana, the former Ghanaian Olympian, Alfred the Stinging Bee Tetteh. Across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, con los colores de Mexico, red, white, and green. As a professional, undefeated, 17 wins, 8 of those coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Morelia, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Miguel El Michoacano Flores.
All right, listen up, gentlemen. You've both been given the pre-fight rules. I want to see a clean fight. I want to see that you're protecting yourselves at all times, and most importantly, obey my commands. You got that? Touch gloves and step back. Hey.
Well, when you think of future stars at this weight division, you probably think of Jojo Diaz. It comes to mind, but Miguel Flores says it's time to start mentioning his name tonight. He's going to show why, is what he says. Alfred Tetteh, a former Olympian, fought for Ghana in the '96 Olympics in Atlanta. This is just his second professional fight here in the States. This is round 1. Tetteh in the black trunks, Flores in the white trunks with the red trim. It's early. Flores establishing that jab.
If you can start landing that jab, that hair could be a problem for Tetteh.
Another short left by Flores.
Tetteh coming out, trying to establish that jab. Thus far, he hasn't landed anything in a particular note, but what he's trying to do is take control of the tempo and take control of the rhythm as he lands a quick body shot in there.
Couple of left hooks to the body by Flores. In fact, he says he loves working the body. All of his knockouts have come by body shots. Here's a right uppercut.
Showing a little bit of all the wrinkles there. He feinted right before he came in with that little combination. Uppercut hooks going to the body. Nice little style so far by Flores.
You know, Tetteh told us in the fighter meeting he takes usually the first couple of rounds just to feel out his opponent, see what he does. He's always been a slow starter. He says usually picks up the pace in round 3.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling out the first round thus far. He's felt a couple shots of the leather too, right, Jose Tito?
Yeah, Flores is doing a really good job of establishing his jab, and it's opening up opportunities for the body. So he's working him up, not necessarily landing anything too strong, but getting his attention.
Another short jab, stiff jab there by Flores.
That's the thing, Jose made a good point with getting his attention. It's just about, right now he's got Tetteh just respecting the overall ability of his, and Tetteh basically in a defensive posture thus far in this round.
40 seconds left here in round 1. Combination by Flores. And I see early on here, Jose, as Flores is using that right uppercut because the Tetteh keeps dropping that head.
Stop!
Yeah, Flores is doing a really good job of mixing up combinations. Tetteh is a little bit more flat-footed and taking his time. It looks like he will take a round or two to fill out and get going.
And that's the thing, too, with that leaning his head in. Brian made a good point. He's front foot heavy a lot of the time. And when you're front foot heavy, you're susceptible to some of those uppercuts.
Round one is in the books.
And, you know, we talked about some of the creativity of Flores and his style back in the first round. Here we see a double left hook and one to the head, one to the body. Maybe some of these shots get blocked, but you see it goes to the head, to the body, and then it sets up the right uppercut up the middle later on in the combination. And credit to Flores, he also knows when it's time to get out of the pocket, because understanding the escape and then not staying in there too long, you won't be there for the return, because the guy's not a punching bag. The guy's eventually going to punch you back.
Now let's see if Flores remains diligent with that body shot. He says he loves that left hook to the body. Tetteh in his last fight back in May was stopped in the 5th round from a body shot.
Break, stop. Step back, step back. No holding.
Flores is from Houston, trains out of that Main Street boxing gym in Houston.
Continues landing those good body shots, and Tetteh think is starting to get the attention of Tetteh, because Tetteh is starting to get more on his bike as he feels some of these shots.
Let's see if Flores can cut the ring off. There's a right hand and a left to the body, and it drops Tetteh.
He's not getting it.
10.
And that's it.
Another body shot knockout.
Another body shot knockout for Miguel Flores.
This guy is a body punching assassin. He tells us he does not know, cannot remember when he gets a knockout to the head and all to the body. And you can add another one with a body shot.
Even in the amateurs, he said all his knockouts came from a left hook to the body.
You see take a look at the stoppage. You see Flores patiently throws that. See that first right hand right there. You see he didn't turn on it. He kind of just put it out there to show, just to show it. See, it's more of an arm punch. He's not turning. Here it is again, just to show it, just to get that thing in position to where he wanted him for the hook to the body. And it was always going to be about putting the leverage on the hook to the body. See, there's not a lot of leverage on the right hand. Neither right hand has a lot of leverage, but it was about putting his own body in position to put the weight on the hook to the body, and it was about putting Tetteh in a position to where he would trap him and catch him with that body shot. Worked like a charm.
It was right on the liver. Another win, another knockout for Miguel Flores. When we come back, the official time of this stoppage. You're watching the PBC here on FS1. Welcome back. This was just moments ago. 7-year-old Christopher Flores going into the ring, hugging and kissing his uncle, Miguel Flores, who was just victorious. You know, Miguel Flores got into boxing because of his brother, Benjamin Flores, who was a super bantamweight boxer. He was hurt, critically hurt, required paramedic attention, was rushed to emergency surgery in a fight that Miguel Flores sat ringside and watched his brother get hurt. He was in a coma for 5 days, ended up dying. You saw his nephew there. He was just 10 months old at the time. You know, Miguel Flores has taken care of that young man. Yeah. Ever since that time, since his brother passed away 5 days later, didn't come out of a coma. It's a great story of what he has done to take on leadership and, you know, be the leader now of the family.
And a really touching moment because, you know, the sad thing about that is his nephew probably has no recollection of his father if his father passed away at 10 months old. So for the younger brother, younger Flores to take care of his nephew and to see that moment, it was really touching.
Yeah, he was 15, just 15 at the time. Now here he is at 23, and he's taking care of that young man. Let's get the official time of this stoppage. Here's Sugar Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute 10 seconds of the second round. For your winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, Miguel and Michoacano Flores.